Hello everyone. In today's Skull Island profile, we're going to be doing is Ligocrstus is a 26 to 35 feet long, 7.9 to 10.3 meters, and 16 feet tall, 4.8 meters. Is a species of hadrosaurid ornithopod dinosaur. Now, Ligocrstus is a common gregarious, saurolophus-like lambeosaurine hadrosaur. Its common ancestor, or descended, either a lambeosaurine, but which one? Despite its appearance, it's not related to Saurolophus. Must have convergently evolved into this animal. From the lowlands of Skull Island, the most numerous large herbivores on Skull Island, Ligocrstus congregates in herds, numbering several dozen individuals. Ligocrstus are hadrosaur ornithischians with broad three-toed and definitive wide duck-like snouts with no defenses. Safety is found in numbers, where many eyes improve their chance of predators being spotted, being strong swimmers. Ligocrstus are also among the only native herbivores that will readily take to the water to escape land-based threats. Nonetheless, they are the staple prey species for many different predatory creatures, from V-rexes, Venatosaurus, Pteranodon, Phototon, and forest racquet species like Xeropteryx. Molted markings camouflaged the Ligocrstus when in dappled light of the forest or the deeper jungle. In the open, their patterning helps break up their outline. Being more sure-footed and agile than the great lumbering sauropods, Ligocrstus are able to move with greater ease through many different vegetation zones on the island, granting them access to wide-range food sources. All proposed feeders, they eat variety of vegetation, grasses, leaves, water weeds, roots, and even tree bark. Ligocrstus are highly vocal animals, typical for lambeosaurines. The valleys echo constantly with their trumpet-like vocalization as they call to one another to maintain herd while moving through the dense and obscuring jungle, and to reassure one another of safety when feeding in open. Their vocabulary is surprising large, with a range of calls for different purposes. Soft rumbles made while eating signal the availability of different foods to each other, and complex grunts are used to communicate social messages of dominance and mood between individuals. And for its breeding season, sporting prominent bone crest with long trailing flaps of skins. Ligocrstus are able to communicate mood and breeding status visually in a mechanism similar to that of chameleon. Chromatophores in the Ligocrstus crest skin flap can flash to create different hues of skin as a result of hormonal signals in the breeding season. The males will signal dominance and sexual maturity with deep vermium crest, display, and bellows. Males exhibit performance scratches in the earth and compete for females' attention with posturing and loud calls. Territorial sparring matches over the best display position are common. In the breeding season, however, exhausted competitors make easy pickings for the wise predators. Ligocrstus skulls include several specialized features supporting their lifestyle. Highly vocal, they have elongated resting chambers in their skulls and crest, through which they are able to trumpet loud calls to one another. Their broad snouts widen to hard, flat beaks, ideal for plucking and grinding a wide range of vegetation. Powerful muscles drive their strong jaws, which lack front teeth, but are lined with low, hard molars at the back. Vegetable matter mash between the part of the beak of horny plates is passed back to the thoroughly pulverized and plumped before swallowing. A digestive side-to-side chewing motion and the ability to store food in the cheeks leads these dinosaurs a distantly cattle-like countenance as they quietly feed, purposefully chewing on their end. Ligocrstus, as the main course of many of the island's predators, they are forced to maintain a constant lookout for danger. Eyes are positioned high on its head and agiled outward to in an almost 360-degree view. The pupils are horizontally slotted to concentrate vision along the horizon line. At their most vulnerable, during low feeding, when their heads are down, their eyes are able to swivel, maintaining a horizontal bias regardless of the snout's angle. Even they have no defenses. But there's one thing that they forget. Hadrosaurs may be defenseless and weak, no weapons, but they missed one thing about them: their weight, size, and weaponry. Hadrosaurs use use their tails for defense. They can even kick or even bite and trample, and even trampling predators with their size and weight. And I'm guessing Ligocrstus must have given up on that many years ago. Now for its island breeding sanctuary. Seeking to avoid predators and egg thieves, some Ligocrstus mothers choose to nest on small islands and sandbars in the swamps that are exposed during the driest months. Away from predatory eyes, the nests are less likely to be raided. Few of the Skull Island's land-based predators are inclined to swim, and the river's own resident carnivores are mostly water-bound, left to develop on their own. The small clutches of eggs will hatch synchronized batches to maximum. The chances of survival for the young calls of the hatchlings draw their parents back to the islands, where they will stay for several days until the young are strong enough to risk leaving the safety of the sanctuary. For adults, the short swim across the river or through marshlands is no great hardship. For new hatchlings, however, this trip can be dangerous. Several species of water predators like odosaurs, Skull Island snappers, Hycrushamx, and Enoxus make it their business to waiting nearby when adult Ligocrstus return to guide their young back to the land again after hatching. And that's it for Ligocrstus Hadrosaur in Skull Island. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.